With so many people holding up iPhones and iPads and all kinds of different devices at events like concerts and sporting events, you've probably gotten really used to it. And you probably assume that live streaming or recording those things is legal. But many times, it may not be. Or even if it's considered legal, the venue might have prohibited that activity, so they could come and kick you out if they identify you by your feed. For example, if you were to go to a live event like a football game and broadcast through your phone what's happening on the field, that may or may not be okay depending on what the Alabama Crimson Tide has said about that. So if their policy is that you're not to do that, they might kick you out. They at one point had a policy that you couldn't tweet photos, which lasted for what? It was like 45 minutes, and then they gave up because that was stupid. Similarly, trying to stop people from live streaming at an event that big, probably also stupid. But that doesn't mean some sports franchises don't try. So just know that you don't have a legal right necessarily to live stream wherever you are. You are at an event or a concert at really the pleasure of the person who issued you the ticket. And if they choose to revoke it and kick you out, it could be really embarrassing for your brand. So in this situation, it just involves looking for posted notices. You'll see some of those. If they prohibit live streaming, don't do it. It's a whole different concern if you're talking about picking up copyrighted content off of like a TV screen or something else, or a movie screen. There was a whole thing about the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, if you guys heard about that, the big pay-per-view fight. People paid $100 to watch it on pay-per-view. Many thousands sometimes to be at the event itself. And they were, in some cases, live streaming the entire fight, punch by punch, from home. And that's baffling to me because I like people, but not enough to stand like this for an hour and a half or 3 hours or however long it was to do the whole fight. But they did it. And sometimes they had an HD TV, and the view people got from home, like from watching people's hijacked Periscope feeds, was better than what people at the event itself had, because you're watching it unfold in HD. People do it, don't. And I'll tell you why. Because at live events like this, you might be okay, legally speaking, if there's no prohibition by the venue. You might be okay to live stream what's happening in front of you on the field or in the ring. It's a whole different thing if you're looking at it on a screen, maybe to get a better view, because maybe you're sitting far away. At that point, there's a copyright in the simulcast, they call it, instantly as the feed goes out. So if you were to rebroadcast that on Periscope or Meerkat, you're infringing copyright. And that's important to know, particularly for brands. So you're at a game, you want to capture the energy up in the luxury box where you brought all your clients, and you think, I can't really see what's happening on the field, I'm going to look at the screen. Don't. Bad idea. Just something to think about there. So know where you are, and also know that if you're at a concert or another music event, there's the issue of copyright in the music that's being played, the publisher's rights in the song, just layer upon layer upon layer of problems. So try to avoid it if you can. If you want to take live streaming video at an event like that, try to get away to the point where it's background, not clearly audible, and you're not getting a large amount of copyrighted content.